This is not addiction. I said the drug addictions and the mental health problems they should not be down any sort of political lines. They should just be complete humanity. Do we disagree with that?
There is no humanity in this country. If there was humanity in this country, kids wouldn't be dying in school. Kids wouldn't be hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Can we just acknowledge that
can we have
she didn't have anything to say to what you said, Lisa. She came back with a question.
Yeah.
Fuck these kids.
No, can two people have a conversation?
They come back with questions. They never have answers.
This is the thing, is that all you guys all have is talking points. You never like conversation. Can we, Lisa?
Gazillionaire, right?
Lisa, can we have a conversation?
Bella, you don't want to have a conversation, Bella.
Okay, no, I do
want to ask questions.
Bella, you're
No,
gonna
I'm having a conversation. But let me have a conversation.
And you didn't answer, you didn't respond.
You all are.
Let me have the conversation
Let me
with
have a
Bella.
conversation with her.
We're almost done because this ain't going to take all night. It's not going to be no monologue and it's not going to be no podcast. Because when I just told her about that, she's like, oh, here we go. When we start talking about children. Why you? Okay, go ahead, Bill. I want to hear you keep talking.
You don't care nothing about no dead kids.
Well, here's the deal. Either we're going to have an honest conversation, Lisa, or you're just going to have like a whole bunch of mobsters around you who want to have another conversation. I'm happy to have a conversation with you, Lisa. I'm happy to have a conversation with Patty. But I'm not going to do... No.
Calling people names.
I'm not going to do...
You said monsters.
I'm not... Mobsters who are kicking me off. Mobsters who are kicking me off or muting me in the middle of my sentence because they want to then.
We're not gonna do that. It's me and you and Bella. There's no name calling here tonight. Seriously, I'm not having it. No name calling. None of that. Let's just have the conversation, me and you, back and forth, and we'll try to get this over within 30 to 60 seconds.
Oh, well, there's no way it's going to end in 30 to 60 seconds.
You don't know. Just allow her to, y'all have the conversation. Because, sometimes it's good to have that one-on-one so that you can let people expose themselves. So go ahead, do the one-on-one.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
I mean, go ahead, Bella. There's been like 60. Which point do you want me to address, Lisa?
No, you just said when I was naming, because you said, it should be humanitarian.
Humanitarian, yes.
Yeah, humanitarian.
Because we were talking about mental illness.
And addiction.
And addiction, yes. And then you went to like children being killed.
No, because you said, let's get this conversation right. The replays are on. We were talking about the addiction, and I said, why are we so focused? If there wasn't any market for the drugs in this country, we have people on the streets like zombies in these cities, and they're not getting the help that they need. Just like the immigrants are, you guys don't want them to get emergency health care. We got our own people and probably some immigrants by now on the streets, drug-addicted zombies that are up all night. I watched them from the hospital window the other night, and I couldn't fucking believe it. I saw it with my own eyes. This young man, blonde hair, blue eyes, I thought he was tying his motherfucking shoe. I saw him over there in the corner, and I've told this story. And I just happened to glance out the window because I was recovering a patient 24 hours. And I said, okay, it's about 11 o'clock. He did something in the corner, and then he bent over. I thought he was tying his shoe. So I went on about my business. I came back an hour later. He was still there. I was like, what the fuck? And he still bent over. So I do my job, still doing my job. Come back 2 hours later, he's still there. 3 hours later, he's still there. 4 hours later, he's still there. Bent over like he was tying his shoe from his waist. Okay? Who in the fuck can do that? Drug addicted young man. Don't know how old he was, but he was definitely a young man. Had a skateboard next to him. So we got all these children and these young people, old people, I don't give a damn what the age is there, on the streets, drug addicted. And we're doing spending all our money, doing all kind of dumbass shit that we don't need to do, like flying generals in from all over, building a 190 square foot ballroom that nobody dances the ball anymore. Nobody does the Watusi. Nobody's doing the ball dancing anymore. But we building it on bigger than the fucking White House on the property. Just money that don't fucking make sense. We're spending and we're not taking care of our own. But you guys are all for, right? You guys are all for the vets, all for the children, all for your fucking equal gun rights, all that shit, all for the Bible. And this place looks like fucking hell with you guys in charge. So go ahead. We can have the conversation.
All right. Okay, perfect. Like, as long as we can have a conversation, because you just threw a whole bunch of others in there. If we can go back
a lot of shit,
I know. Well, there's a lot of shit on your side going on too, but I'm gonna ignore all of that because I actually don't care, because there are actual human conversations that we should be having, no matter what side we're on, no matter who the fuck we're voting for. And the biggest one is drugs, mental health, and safety of children always. Like, these are just like common topics that like everybody should care about. We should care about kids not getting sex trafficked. We should care about kids not getting addicted to drugs. We should care about our adults also not being addicted to drugs in order to function. And we have a serious drug addiction problem in this country that starts from the adults down to the kids. And it starts from the pharmaceutical companies. I think that where we can all come together is to realize that the pharma companies that were shooting us up with the vaxes and shooting us up with the pain meds.
Lisa,
You have to hold on, please. Hold on.
I have never said listen to my fucking life.
April, let her land, because this is what we told we were going to do in this room. We're going to start letting people land, and then you're next. Go ahead, Bella, because I got so much. I'm not going to even address it.
No. No, I really appreciate you letting me land. But, like, literally, we do have a pharmaceutical problem in this country. We have had it since early. How long do I have? Give me her, and I'll create my argument. Do I have 30 seconds?
You have 30 left. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. As long as nobody interrupts me, I will land in 30 seconds. We have a significant, jeez, y'all can't even do it. We have a significant pharmaceutical problem in this country. And the fact is that they've been not only dumping drugs into our adults and into our children and running our lives, that yes, you're talking about, there are all sorts of things going on. We are misdiagnosing people just to give them drugs. Like, that's been going on forever. And I'm sorry to all of the leftists, but the COVID vax was a bunch of bullshit. And everybody who never got it on the other side will tell you it was a bunch of bullshit. So there's that. You are just supporting the pharmaceutical companies. We need to stop doing that. We need to stop being a pharmaceutical nation that bows to the pharmaceutical companies, which is also on the other side of what you were talking about earlier with the illegal healthcare, or even our healthcare. That is the biggest problem. That is what is driving up our healthcare costs. Like, we are on checklists as to what to prescribe and what to cut out. That is our healthcare system in the United States, which used to be the best healthcare system in the world. And you know what killed it? Obamacare. Now come on at me, bitches. Let's go. That's what killed it. Somebody just tried to take out my father-in-law's colon last week. They literally, he fit the checklist. He told them no thank you. We told them no thank you. They were like, we're taking out your colon. We had to threaten them. We got him out of the hospital. He went to the Cleveland Clinic. The Cleveland Clinic doctor said, like, no, he was not supposed to have his colon removed for these conditions. We are in 30 seconds is up.
I told you it's going everywhere.
No. I'm gonna land. gonna land.
Okay.
You ain't never
No,
gonna
land.
land, girl. You've been circling this airport
that's
for an hour
a
now.
good that's a good place to land. Okay, so everyone in the room, let my Miss April go, and then I'm after her. Go ahead, Miss April.
Lisa, I don't even know where to start, and I'm not even going to address that. So let's just move forward. Let's just move forward because there's no need to answer all that.
Okay, so I need to.
Go ahead,
next time I see Merck and J&J executives, I'm gonna go up and first I'm gonna kiss them on the lips, and then I'm gonna buy them a drink, because any of you all who have been in this room and have been in pain, who've had surgery, who've had whatever chronic illness, critical illness, okay, and there's no pain medication for you, God help you. God help you. Next time you break your leg, next time you're in a car accident, next time you need surgery, we can do it without anesthesia. Just cut you the fuck open and start pulling out your organs. Let's see how well you do without pain medication. Y'all out there with hypertension, blood pressure, 192 over 112, whatever the fuck it is. You out there with high cholesterol, with your arteries seizing up and clogging up. You out there with diabetes type 1, 2, right? Who, if you type 1, you need your insulin. If you type 2, you need your Ozempic so you can lose weight, Mounjaro, whatever else they got on the market right now. Those of you who are out there who got all these other problems taking prescribed medication, when you open up your cabinet in the bathroom, shit's up, and you need it to survive, okay? Even to the point where you got a cold and you go and get OTCs, over the counters, and you need it for your congestion, your runny nose, your headache, your fever. Remember Bella, who's trying to get rid of these companies. Now, no one's shooting you up for Merck. No one's telling you to go get your Oxy out of your mom's cabinet and start using it. None of those people are doing that. That is there for a reason. Your psych meds. You know what I'm saying? All these medications are there in place to help you live longer. That's why we got 80-year-olds driving around and running to the back of my car, because they're living longer. People are living longer with the health pharmaceuticals. Y'all know it, and I know it. You can argue the point, addiction to narcotics is very easy. You know why? Because you like the way it makes you feel. It takes you out of the pain realm. And then some of you guys who already have addicted personalities to begin with, you take them when you don't need it. And it's not the drug company's fault. We need these things to be able to function in the hospital. So when you come to the hospital and you're in pain and whatever, oh, well, Bella said, you don't need pain medication. Go on about your business, right? It's so crazy that we can have these conversations. You're not blaming yourself. You're blaming the pharmaceutical companies. Do they charge too much? Yes. Do they go to the doctor's office and give them samples and ask them to try this and this product? Yes. But these companies have saved lives, okay? Saved lives. When you're having a cardiac arrest, all those medications that we're giving you come from the same pharmaceutical companies, right?
Lisa, can I ask you one question?
No.
I'm not allowed to ask you one question.
God, I didn't ask you none.
Yes,
so I'm
did.
Gonna land with, no, I did not. So I let you. Did I ask her anything while she was really doing
ask her a goddamn thing. She doesn't.
So I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land, and even to the minor things about your own children, that you'd have to give your child certain medication. OTCs are made by drug companies that you give your kids for fevers, right?
Wow.
You go to the dentist to have your fucking teeth pulled and cleaned, and they got to go under them gums and give you maybe some lidocaine. Those are drug companies.
Maggots don't have teeth, Lisa. What are you talking about?
Well, whatever. It's just insane. We can have the conversation about how we need to maybe reduce prices. They already go try to get some a narcotic from a doctor now. After surgery, 15 pills they're gonna give you, and then you come in there and talk about you still in pain. They're gonna be like, That's your problem, because I'm having my license put on the line for trying to help you stay out of pain. Am I right or wrong? People in this room.
Lisa, what am I going through right now with my son?
Exactly. 100%.
Doctor,
I can give you more than 15 fucking pills.
All right,
So
fuck you for calling me a dum dum. I don't know who just called me a dum dum, but I'm not a dum dum.
You called everybody in this room.
That's
You
crazy.
called everybody on
It's
this
crazy.
stage.
I'm asking. No, I asked to have an honest conversation. No, you guys aren't respectful at all. You guys don't
not your house, Bella.
You don't either.
No, it's not your house, Bella. You don't do that here.
We all called you that. That's what all of us did. We all called you dumb.
Okay, so there we go. I'm not going to keep preaching, because I'm not trying to do a podcast or preach about health care. But y'all just wait and see. These dangerous people are going to have us all laid out somewhere. 100%.
They ain't going to have my ass laid out, because I'm getting the fuck away from these people.
I'm
She is
telling
another
you,
example.
even aspirin, you guys, Tylenol.
She's another example. She probably
Tylenol,
all kind of shit.
aspirin,
doing, okay? She don't want nobody else to have it. That's how they are.
Aleve, Advil. We just started the basics, okay? What I'm saying? Tylenol for children, chewable Tylenol, fever reduction.
Take her Imodium,
antacid.
Lisa. Take her
fucking
Imodium.
Not only that, when you can't fucking poo, all this shit is made by pharmaceutical companies. They're not made in Andy Griffin's backyard, in a bucket. These are made by pharmaceutical people. The discussion can be had if you guys feel that there should be some guidelines. Let's talk about guidelines. But as far as saying that they're the ones who are killing America, no, America's killing America. You need this shit, right? We do need this shit. The pill, the after something pill that you take when you don't want to get all that shit behind that counter.
The blue chew.
Your damn blue chews and shit. All of that is pharmaceuticals. When you go to the pharmacy, all that shit behind that cabinet is coming from pharmaceutical companies, right? So I don't want to hear it, Bella. I really don't. And you'll be the first one in the ER suffering from a fucking TIA or a cardiac arrest. And I'm going to tell you, you know what? Go outside and drink some apple juice, because all the medication that we need to save your motherfucking life in that crash cart came from a fucking pharmaceutical company, ma'am. Reduced price. Okay, so let's
got to cry with Chad. Hers crying.
It's so funny to talk to people who are railing against pharmaceutical companies who have no idea throughout their normal, regular day. I mean, not just one day, every day, who are using something that is made by pharmaceuticals.
Thank you. Your inhaler for your fucking asthma. The inhaler, the stuff that you use in case you take too much, is pharmaceutical. Just fucking, what is the stuff for bee stings? All that shit. Benadryl. Every fucking thing. The stuff you take for your constipation. All of that is coming from pharmaceuticals. What?
So Lisa, can you at least talk about, okay, the scale of the good things they've done outweigh the bad, but there's been issues. If you look at Monsanto, you look at talcum. I mean, there has been issues with pharmaceuticals that people have.
Talcum.
Like the baby powder, Johnson & Johnson. I mean, Bayer makes. I mean, their companies. They have other products. Okay, so I guess people don't understand that these companies like Purdue Pharma makes OxyContin, right? We don't know that. I mean, are we? Let's have a. Let's have a.
Whoa! What is wrong with oxycodone?
Because it's addictive.
Okay, so you know what, Amari? Don't get hurt. Don't have surgery.